Casebuilder application is an integral part of Control Center. In order to work with the Casebuilder application, however, a licensed Casebuilder server must be defined in Admin Center prior to its use. Casebuilder allows privileged operators to collect and organize data into cases, review them, and also take them with them on portable media to offsite investigations or to a court of law. To access all Casebuilder related panes in one click, access the Control Center sidebar and then select the Casebuilder mode. At this point in time, all the relevant Casebuilder panes are displayed on the screen. There are several ways to start the creation of a new case. You might start by querying video, selecting a video clip, and then adding it to a case, or you can create the case first and then start adding items to it. I actually prefer to do it the latter way, so we're going to go ahead and click on the Add New Case icon, and we get ourselves a new case. And we're going to go ahead and give this new case a name, and we're going to call it Test Case 1. The serial number field will be filled in automatically by the software. You can add additional descriptions to this, and there's other information here about when the case was created and who created it and so forth. Now once we've given the case a name, I'm going to go ahead and save my work just to get the name updated in the Casebuilder navigation tree. The next thing that you want to do is add content to the case, and there's several different types of things that you can add. You can add video clips, you can add files, you can add URLs, you can add snapshots, bookmarks, incidents, etc. Pretty much anything and everything you could think of you could add to this case. Let's go ahead and go through a simple exercise of adding video associated with a bookmark to a case. This would be video that we reviewed, we saw an incident occur, we went ahead and bookmarked it, and now we want to start building a case for whatever purpose. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use not the Casebuilder query pane, which would be querying for cases that we've already made, but the regular query pane, and I'm going to do a query for a bookmark that I've already created. So I'm going to choose my query type as bookmark. The bookmark I'm going to be looking for is called the pylon. It's part of the name of the bookmark. Maybe I don't remember which camera it's from, so I'm going to choose all cameras in the entire ISOC. And for the time period, I'm going to do a manual selection. I'm going to back it up to August the 31st through today. I don't really care which user created the bookmark, and I'm going to click on Go. And now I've got the bookmark here, and it says Pylons Moved. Now, at this point in time, I can go ahead and add this bookmark to the case just by selecting it in the list and clicking on the Add to Case. So this video clip has now been added to the case. But you're probably asking yourself, well, how much of the video was actually added? We can see down here a timeline representing well over 10 minutes of video. But the bookmark occurred right here when this individual picked up those pylons and unblocked a parking space for a friend of theirs. Well, under the Tools Options section, under here, Tools Options in Control Center, you can select the amount of time prior to the bookmark to the amount of time after the bookmark that you want added. The default is 10 seconds before until 30 seconds after. Now we can actually show this to you by going ahead and opening up the case further, and I'm going to do that by moving the query pane out of the way, and then select here my pylons moved, select the video clip that's underneath of it, and just by simply double clicking on this now, it's going to show me the actual portion of the video clip that has been added to the case. Only 10 seconds prior to the bookmark until 30 seconds after the bookmark. And if I place my mouse over the bookmark there, we see it says Pylons Moved. While I'm watching this video clip, I can certainly go ahead and control it. And I may even want to try to take a snapshot of the individual right there that picked up these pylons. So now I've got the video on screen. I use my standard digital zoom tools for a fixed camera. Get the best picture that I can get of this individual, like so, and then I can do a right click and add a snapshot to the case. So now this information was added over here on the left hand side. We have our test case 1. We've inserted a bookmark video, the video from the bookmark Pylons Moved, and here's the actual video clip. We also have a snapshot, and there is our snapshot that we have selected, and if we double click on it, we get to see the actual snapshot itself. Video can also be added to the case just by doing a standard video query. So for instance, while I have this case open, if I go ahead and I move over here to my default video layout, and I've got here a camera just looking at a clock. If there was recorded video for this camera, I could go ahead and do an instant replay or do any kind of a query that I wanted to and then grab some of that video. I could do an instant replay from this camera, and once I've got the instant replay done, I could select some portion of that video just as if I was going to export it, but instead of exporting it, I'm going to do a right click and I'm going to select Add to Case. That video will automatically be added to the case that's currently open and will be displayed now in the Casebuilder layout. At this time, if there was a portion of this video that I wanted to grab as a snapshot, well, I could certainly either just right click and add a snapshot, or possibly I'm going to pause the video, right click, add a snapshot, and now I've got a snapshot added to my case as well. Now if you had a snapshot that you took from a normal video layout, which didn't give you the option to add it to a case, well, you can certainly come up here to the Casebuilder navigation tree and we can click on Add a File, and in this case I can go search for the file that I want to add. So I am going to go to my computer and I'm going to go to my D drive and I'm going to go to my export section, and here I have lots of different snapshots that have been taken. Perhaps I want to go ahead and go into a thumbnail view so that I can see the different snapshots and what they represent, and once I have the snapshot I'm looking for, well, then I can go ahead and add that to the case. So maybe it would be this one right here. We'll go ahead and select that, and that snapshot now has been added to the case. That can be done with regular documents as well, as far as Word documents, Excel documents, or whatever else you like. Once you have your case completed, it's very important not to forget to click on the Save button so that you save all the work that you have done, and all that information will be updated in the Casebuilder server to a special folder where all this information will be saved and organized, so that later on you can export this information to whatever media you like along with the player application so that it can be played at an off-site location through Quick Control Center, and all the information will be available just as you see it now. Exporting the case is quite simple as well. Simply clicking on the Export Case icon will start the export process. You're going to choose a path where you'd like this exported file to go, and basically what's going to happen is a zip file is going to be created with all the different information in it. In order to view an exported case, either using Control Center or Quick Control Center, all you're going to do is choose this icon here, which will allow you to open up an exported case and bring in all the information from that zip file.